Hi everyone, I'm Helia Hashemi. I'm a PhD student at UMass and I'm going to present Antique Dataset, which is a non-factoid question answering benchmark. Non-factoid questions are defined as open-ended questions that require answers like descriptions, opinions, or explanations, which are mostly passage level, like how to cook a burger. Considering the rising popularity of information access through small screen devices and voice-only interfaces, for example, smartphones, Amazon Alexa, and Google Home, it is important to address user information need through sentence-level or passage-level answers. Here is some existing related dataset. For example, WebAP, it's a non-factoid question answering dataset. It has 82 queries, and question and answers in WebAP are not generated by real users. And also the scale of data is not enough for training a neural network. The Wikipassage QA it only contains on average 1.7 relevant passage per question, so large number of questions does not have multiple correct answers. The questions in Wikipassage QA were generated by crowd workers, which is different from real-world users' query. Also, it was curated from the Wikipedia, so it only contains the formal text. In addition, the relevant passage in Wikipassage QA contains the answer to the question in addition to some surrounding text. MS Marco. MS Marco passage ranking dataset has a large number of queries sampled from the Bing search engine. The queries in MS Marco is not specifically non-factoid and it does not have complete judgments. Data collection. For collecting Antique, the questions were sampled from the NFL6 dataset. For training, all answers to each questions were labeled, and for test queries, we also performed pooling by considering multiple term matching and neural retrieval models. At the end, for level relevance annotations were collected through crowdsourcing using the Amazon Mechanical Turk platform. Here is some statistics of Antique. It has over 2,400 training questions and 200 test questions. For train set, we annotated over 27,000 answers, and for test set, we labeled more than 6,000 answers. We consider label 4 and label 3 relevant, so each query has 8.5 on average relevant answers. Here is some more details about the statistics of Antique. This diagram shows the top 40 trigrams of the questions. According to the figure, a considerable number of questions start with how do you, how can you, what do you, why do you, suggesting that their corresponding answers would be highly subjective and opinion-based. Also, you can see a major fraction of questions start with how can I, how do I, indicating the importance of personal questions. Here is the benchmark results on the Antique datasets. Among all the models, BERT provides the best performance. As you can see, there is still a large room for improvement in terms of both precision and recall-oriented metrics. Here is some resource. For example, TensorFlow Ranking Package is a library for learning to rank techniques based on TensorFlow platform, which was developed by Google scientists. They offered a tutorial at past ECIR and ECIR, and they used Antique. They also released a Google collab, which teach how to train an end-to-end neural network with TensorFlow ranking package on Antique, which you can easily use for rerunning the experiments. They also released the TF record files of Antique. Here you can find the link for TF ranking tutorial and Antique datasets, which also includes the TF record file. So in summary, if you want to work on non-factoid question answering systems or passage re-ranking or neural models for information retrieval, you may find the Antique dataset useful. Thank you, and please email me if you have any questions, and stay safe.